Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and here they cherish games that are played at night. But a Saturday afternoon in Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's McKenzie. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. First down for this offense. Power football with the run. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Grabbed behind the line. It's awesome. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. LSU quick to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he goes
like, nice angle, I guess. Like, you got the perfect angle to go make a tackle, and you don't. Nice game.
A bunch of yards on first down. Make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. LSU right back to the line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lead.
Just destroying his way through the field. He has 60 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
I recovered it, Negro. What did you challenge it for?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The Bruins want to move quickly. Using his feet. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got him downfield. Touchdown, UCLA. What a catch and run for 6. On to a attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's McKenzie. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They feed him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after it. Going to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running.
Niggas shouldn't even have the ball, but okay.
It just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, going up top. The grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, biggest game of the week and maybe the season. The top 2 teams in football, here's how it ended. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire.
Pressure gets
and
there.
A game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top 2 teams
lineman
in
doesn't
football
act like an idiot. The pressure gets there. He can
telling the story of this season.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Wants to throw on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools.
Way to let him around the edge, buddy. Way to let him around the edge.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Bro, what is the point in having a quarterback with dot if it's not? What's the point in having a quarterback with that ability?
That when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job.
Like, it's literally for better accuracy. I didn't even pass lead. Like, come on, make it make sense.
They'll spread the defense out.
LSU ain't made no noise in years. They should not be loud.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. A run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It's going to be interesting to see
Nigga
how
fell
the
for it.
defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand.
Damn.
The pickup of 9. It's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick pass on the fly motion. Past the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll go to the ground. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. It's caught downfield. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down against defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. And with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Now on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, just keeps fire. Holds it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire.
I should have just kept running with it. Why didn't I keep running with it?
At the 20-yard line. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout.
Bro, come back to the rock. Come back to the rock. Like, come back.
Here comes the offense on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On second down, looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire to his right. He's got it inside the 30. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on second down. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
One final play before the end of the quarter. It'll be a run on third and short.
This nigga got heat, bro. This nigga got stopped. This nigga got put right behind a guard, and then they let him. Okay. This happens every single time. Every single time.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's
Johnson seriously calling legal time.
Hold
it?
We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Y'all called
Just
hold.
a crushing
Wow.
mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
There it is. There it is. I already knew. Already knew. I could have hit triangle though. Already knew it. There it is, bro.
An opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on foot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And
Why
that
would
is
you go and pick that?
interception
Swat.
number 3 on the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Why didn't I
Can't
throw
make
that?
the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. You'll take 4
Hall of
yards on
Fame
1st down
inside
every
this
time, 2nd and 6. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Now on the move. Never
You
underestimate
block him
the power
into
of
my path?
breathing room as they
You
mark
can't
it
be
at
that
the
stupid.
17.
You can't be that stupid. You block him into the path I gotta run to?
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
The offense out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jeff.
And the quarterback is snowed under. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to him. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Another hit on the quarterback all day long. This defense
looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
To the air on first down. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lofts one high and deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. LSU right back to the line. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. They're bringing heat. And the sack all the way second and 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Going up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he...
Niggas just hurdled my shit. What the fuck?
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now from inside the red zone. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Defense will use a timeout. 22
Getting a little too happy, buddy. A little too happy.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit.
Bro, why is it taking so long for him to throw that?
Just as
Like,
he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. He lofts one down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And the Bruins look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bruins! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Quarterback keeps it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McKenzie. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to find his man on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reed.
ball game.